A thread from Rex. A curious text message from Struck to Page on 18 December 2016. Quote, "There's no way he goes to London and it doesn't come up." End quote. Were they referring to General Flynn? Given how the framing of General Flynn has exploded into sunlight, the entire chain of events demands fresh scrutiny. Remember, the one appointment Obama and Clinton dreaded most, apart from Trump, was Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. There had been rumors of Flynn's appointment as National Security Advisor circulating since November 8, 2016. Flynn was appointed on 18 November 2016. Now, sure, Struck and Page could have been referring to someone else. For example, Trump. But in my opinion, their focus at that time is far more likely to have been on Flynn himself. It was General Flynn who the crooks feared the most. Would a brand new national security advisor to the president travel around the world to visit key contacts? Yes, absolutely. One of their first stops, the UK. A secret trip, maybe. Or perhaps a side trip from the NATO summit scheduled for mid-February 2017. Either way, who was the senior official who POTUS Trump would have asked to read the Riot Act to the Brits? None other than his national security advisor, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. That's who I think Struck is referring to, and why getting Flynn out of his job before he could travel was so critical. Remember, these goons were also illegally spying on General Flynn, so they would have known his travel schedule. They also were running spies into the White House itself. All eyes were on Flynn, for sure. Somehow they knew Flynn was overseas when he supposedly called Kislyak. The Struck tweet of 18 December 2016 has been deliberately left there, unredacted. The next one is January 3rd, 2017, just 4 days after the Kislyak-Flynn phone call on 31 December. By then, the wheels were in motion to frame the great man as follows. 1. Alter or invent the transcript of the Kislyak-Flynn phone call to include sanctions discussion triggering faux Logan Act alarm. 2. Make sure Flynn file did not close, despite FBI finding nothing on Flynn. 3. Sneak into White House to conduct meeting with Flynn. 4. Alter Agent 302's to create General Flynn lie. 5. Order fake news pylon to force removal. And then pursue General Flynn to the bitter end. Ruin him, so anything he says in the future is discredited. And voila. That's how Obama's thugs entrapped and framed a decorated 3-star general and presidential national security advisor. Hey, that's how these bastards carried out hits on anyone Obama and Clinton ordered them to. This wasn't their first rodeo, but in their arrogance, they forgot that there are different types of victory. As they are learning now, victories can be Pyrrhic. Did they ever stop to consider that they were targeting the greatest intelligence officer the U.S. had seen for 50 years? No, of course not. And that behind General Flynn stood a strategic genius? Donald J. Trump and Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, an irresistible combination. I refuse to believe that these two weren't already fully aware of what was going on the whole time. Sun Tzu. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Hold out baits to entice the enemy. Feign disorder and crush him. Obama and Clinton's thugs thought she'd never lose. Now they all lose. MAGA.